Let's look at Luke, the 12th chapter, the 4th verse. Let's start at 1. It said, in the meantime, when there were gathered together an innumerable multitude of people, insomuch that they trod one upon another, he began to say unto his disciples, first of all, beware ye of the leaven of the Pharisees, which is hypocrisy. He said, beware of how the Pharisees going to rise up in their wickedness and doing things that's contrary to the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. But there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known. So ain't nothing that's going to be done that's not going to be revealed, and nothing hid that shall not be known. Therefore, whatsoever ye have spoken in darkness shall be heard in the light, and that which ye have spoken in the ear in closets shall be proclaimed upon the housetops. That you know it's going to be heard all over. That's why you got to watch what you say. Your words have power. Verse 4 is key here. And I say unto you, my friends, not as enemies, not as associates, he said, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body, and after that have no more that they can do. But I will forewarn you whom ye should fear. Fear him. Because people say, oh, you ain't supposed to be afraid of the Most High. What did my Shepherd say? Fear him. Be scared of the Most High, which after he hath killed, have power to cast into hell. Yeah, I say unto you, fear him. So what's that talking about? That's not talking about be afraid of him. When he's talking about somebody killing you. He said in verse 4, and I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them that kill the body. That's talking about killing someone. Those that can kill the body. And after that, have no more that they can do. After they kill the body, ain't no more they can do. But I will forewarn you, Mashiach Yahushua said, whom ye shall fear. Fear him, which after he have killed, have power to cast into hell. Yeah, I say unto you, fear him. Be afraid of the Most High. Don't get it twisted. See, just like it tells us in the Apocrypha, see, man to tell you in a minute, you ain't supposed to fear the Most High, you ain't supposed to fear God, as they call him, not knowing really what they're saying, and what they're saying, and how they're saying it, and how this really affects, and how the effect has been on our people today. When you look at Ecclesiasticus 23 and 19 in the Apocrypha, it says, such a man only feareth the eyes of men. See, man, that's why Mashiach Shai said in Luke 12, and for I say unto you, my friends, be not afraid of them. He said, be not afraid of them that kill the body. Let me read you again. Say, be not afraid of them that kill the body. Because all y'all say to fear the Most High is not to be afraid of him. Right? But what did he say here? Be not afraid of them that kill the body. And after that have no more that they can do. But I will forewarn you whom ye shall fear, or whom ye should be afraid of. That's from a Mashiach Yahushua's mouth. The fear is to be afraid of him. But y'all want to make fear something different. He said, I'll forewarn you whom ye should fear, or whom you should be afraid of, fear him which after he hath killed have power to cast into hell. Yeah, I say unto you, fear him. But what is man? Ecclesiastes 23:20-19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Most High are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men, and considering the most secret parts. Most High see everything. Man only feareth the eyes of men. How a man gonna look at me? How they gonna look at me? But what about how the Most High looking at you? That's what's most important. How the Most High looks at you. That's why I say don't fear no man. That's why go to Jeremiah 17. Jeremiah the 17th chapter, in the 5th verse. Thus said the Most High, power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, cursed be the man. Hear what he said? Cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from the Most High. See? Trusted in man, and maketh flesh his arm. You better fear the Most High. You better trust in the Most High. That's who you better trust in. John 15. St. John 15 and 14. Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. You want to be a friend of a Mashiach Yahushua? Say, ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his master doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you. So ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. So everything that the Most High is let Mashiach Yahushua know about, he made known to us throughout the volume of the book. Say, ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, he may give it you. These things I command you, that ye love one another. You got to love one another. He said, if the world hates you, you know that it hated me before it hated you. If you are the world will love his own. The world loves his own. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. See? That's why he told us in Revelation 18 and 4. Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. It's very important. So where are you going to go? Because Esau, his influence is amongst all nations. Everywhere. He's the police of the earth. Where you going as an Israelite that you're going to run and you ain't going to be partakers of her sins? Or you're going to run somewhere and you ain't going to be partakers of their sins when everybody want to be westernized. So you got to leave up out of here. See, I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. Come out of the ways, the wickedness of this world. You know, we read about how the Most High had to get a Mashiach Yahushua out of the Roman world before he was found to be in the course of this world. Had to get him up out of here. See, I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. This is very key, that you don't transgress the Most High's laws, statute, commandments, Israel, and that you receive not of her plagues. See, if you follow the laws, he's giving you a clear indication here. If you come back to the law, statute, commandments of the Most High, you don't have to be partakers of the plagues that's going to come on America. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Remember it. That's why we want to be here. The Most High will. Job 5:19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And famine, that food shortage, I said, going to be martial law, and all the things that's going to be going down because of lack of bread and great tribulation right here in the earth. Not just in America, but everywhere. Some places already got a lot of havoc going on. You're going to run there and they're going to be like, they don't like Americans. A lot of places, they don't like you. You ain't been there yet, but when you get there, you're going to find out they don't like you. They really don't like you. Say, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yeah, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. And famine and food shortage, he shall redeem thee from death. And in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, them talking about us. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. Let you know the beast of the earth going to be eating them up, eating people up. But thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. This is what we want. And thou shalt know that thy tabernacle shall be in peace. And thou shalt visit thy habitation and shall not sin. You hear that? We're going to visit our habitation and shall not sin. Can't get around it. You got to follow the laws, statute, commandments of the Most High. His moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, and ceremonial laws. Thou shalt know also that thy seed, your lineage, your children shall be great, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth. Very plentiful. Oh, yes. Proverbs 11 and 13. Proverbs 11 and 13. A talebearer revealeth secrets. Somebody telling everything. But he that is of a faithful spirit concealeth the matter. You know, you keep it to yourself. Like certain things people share with you, it's not for everybody to know. It's better to keep it to yourself. Ecclesiasticus 19. Ecclesiasticus 19th chapter. And it started the 6th verse. Ecclesiastes 19 and 6. He that can rule his tongue, you can rule your speech. What you say shall live without strife. You're going to live without a lot of arguing and people coming against you. And he that hateth babbling shall have less evil. You hate babbling, you're going to have less evil. Say, rehearse not unto another that which is told unto thee, and thou shalt fare never the worse. So certain things told to you, don't share it with no one. And thou shalt fare never the worse. Especially when you know who you're dealing with. Some people you can confide in, some people you can't. Whether it be a friend, whether it be friend or foe or enemy, talk not of other men's lives. And if thou canst without offense, reveal them not. Just like we just read that. We just read Proverbs 11 and 13. A talebearer revealeth secrets, but he that is a faithful spirit concealeth the matter. You have a faithful spirit in following what it is that we're reading. You conceal the matter. You keep it to yourself. Verse 8, Ecclesiastes 19 and 8. Whether it be friend or foe, friend or enemy, talk not of other men's lives. And if thou canst without offense, reveal them not. For he heard and observed thee, and when time cometh, he will hate thee. See? He heard you talking about him. And a lot of times when you say certain things, by the time you get to the person you're talking about, by the time you get to them, it's all twisted. They done put their twist in it. They done said it the way they want to say it. They done said it the way they want to say it. Next thing you know, it's all twisted. Why it says, whether it be friend or foe, talk not of other men's lives, and if thou canst without offense, reveal them not. For he heard and observed thee, and when time cometh, he will hate thee. If thou hast heard a word, let it die with thee, and be bold. it will not burst thee. You ain't going to burst open. Say, be bold. You say, a fool travaileth with a word, as a woman in labor of a child. He can't help it. It just, like, we keep hearing this travailing woman. I mean, a woman having a baby, having contractions. That's what it's talking about. How the contractions are far apart, and they get closer and closer. And every time you look around, I just got to say something. They just got to say something to someone. They got to tell it. They say, hey, hold it inside. You ain't going to burst. Die with it. Say, a fool travaileth with a word, as a woman in labor of a child. As an arrow that sticketh in a man's thigh, so is a word within a fool's belly. So you got to watch who you tell certain things. It says, so is a word in a fool's belly. He got to just bring it out. Say, admonish a friend, it may be he have not done it. And if he have done it, that he do it no more. You check him. It may be he didn't do it. But if he did do it, he won't do it no more. Admonish thy friend. It may be he have not said it. He might have not said it. Like I said, by the time it go around, or whatever happened, you heard something. It might be he didn't say it. Especially the way you heard it. And if he have, that he speak it not again. He don't say it no more. See, admonish a friend, for many times it is a slander. And believe not every tale. You got talebearers like we just read about. Don't believe everything. There is one that slippeth in his speech. He might slip in what he says. But not from his heart, not from his mind, his spirit. And who is he that has not offended with his tongue? Who have not offended with something that you have said? Admonish thy neighbor before thou threaten him. Talk to him before you're going to bring a threat upon him. And not being angry, give place to the law of the Most High. See? Don't admonish him being angry. Give place to the Most High. The fear of the Most High is the first step to be accepted of him. And wisdom obtaineth his love. So what's the fear of the Most High? Since you heard what the Mashiach said, be afraid. Because we read how he said, hey, he the one that determines who lives, who dies. And how he does it, he's a man of war. That's strategy. He have different strategies that he have working to do what he does. Every morning as he wake up to bring his judgment to light. Every morning. So what he's going to do tomorrow morning? You don't know, because his ways and thoughts are not our ways and thoughts at all, period. Verse 18, the fear of the Most High, to be afraid of the Most High, is the first step to be accepted of him. And wisdom obtaineth his love, because you're going to be afraid to do what's wrong once you know what's right. The knowledge of the commandments of the Most High is the doctrine of life. And they that do things that please him and keeping his laws, such commandments, shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. The only way you're going to do the things that please him is to do what he says. His rules and regulations. Follow his rules and regulations. The fear of the Most High, which Mashiach clearly stated, to be afraid of the Most High, for all you gainsayers out there. The fear of the Most High is all wisdom. Proper application of knowledge. And in all wisdom, proper application of knowledge is the performance of the law. See? And the knowledge of his omnipotency. See? Very important. Look at Ecclesiasticus 6, the 6th chapter. We'll start at verse 1. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy. For thereby thou shalt inherit an ill name, shame, and reproach and disgrace. Even so shall a sinner that has a double tongue. Got to be right, man. You got to keep it, like they say, 100. whether they like it or not. Instead of a friend, become not an enemy. You don't become an enemy. It's very important. Extol not thyself.
Your conference will expire in 10 minutes.
Extol not thyself in the counsel of thine own heart, that thy soul be not torn in pieces as a bull strained alone. Don't exalt yourself in your own mind. Most I say, lest you be torn to pieces like a bull strained alone. Thou shalt eat up thy leaves and lose thy fruit, and leave thyself as a dry tree. A wicked soul shall destroy him that hath it, and shall make him to be laughed to scorn of his enemies. Sweet language will multiply friends, and a fair speaking tongue will increase kind greetings. Be in peace with many, nevertheless have but one counselor of 1,000. Say, be at peace with many, but don't have a lot of people that you go to for counsel. He said, have one counselor of 1,000. If thou wouldst get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him. For some man is a friend for his own occasion, and will not abide in the day of thy trouble. He ain't going to be there in the time of trouble. You know, and there is a friend who, being turned to enmity or war and strife, will discover thy reproach, discover your, the things that disgraces you. What you have to have alternative motives. Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction. But in thy prosperity, he will be as thyself. He can be right with you and will be bold over thy service, over the ones that you over, because they your friend. Act like they are you. If thou be brought low, he will be against thee and will hide himself from thy face. When you don't have no money, or you be brought low, just like you see in Job, as we read earlier. Even his servants was like, who are you? He felt like he was an alien with them. Separate thyself from thine enemies, and take heed of thy friends. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such an one have found a treasure. Nothing does countervail a faithful friend, and its excellency is invaluable. A faithful friend is the medicine of life, and they that fear the Most High shall find him. Whoso feareth the Most High shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. Like neighbor, like self. My son, gather instruction from thy youth up. So shalt thou find wisdom till thine old age. That's how you're going to find wisdom. But you got to start from your youth up. Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruits. For thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her. That's right. She will lie upon him as a mighty stone of travail, and he will cast her from him ere it be long. Look at Proverbs 21 and 16. Right quickly, and we're going to send up the prayers. Proverbs 21:16. The man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So I'm going to leave you with that. Point blank. You want to wander out of the way of understanding, you're going to remain in the congregation of the dead. We try to make you be the living. Hallelujah.